Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the couple who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, we choose not to go there. With your heads full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not too good street. And you may not find any one you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. You'll start happening too. So, welcome. You people must be very special people to be invited to such a special event today. I know I feel very honored and happy to be here, celebrating the marriage of Paul Andrew and Orlando. Now, I see several people who I don't believe I've seen in Vermont before. So let me tell you a few things about our great state. We're the 14th state of the Union, to come in right after the original 13 colonies. Montpelier, with a population of around 9,000 people, is the nation's smallest state capital. It is the only state capital that does not have a McDonald's. Vermont lasted until 1996 without a Walmart. We were the last state to get a Walmart. We're pretty proud of that. I think there's only about 3 in the state right now. Calvin Coolidge, the nation's 30th president, was born in Plymouth, Vermont on July 4th of 1987, I believe. 1887. Rudyard Kipling lived in Vermont, and in the 1890s he invented snow golf. And to help him, he painted his balls red so he wouldn't lose them. Vermont is one of 4 states that does not allow billboards for advertising along the highways. Have you noticed that? Isn't that nice? The other states are Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Ben & Jerry's, which you passed on your way here today probably, they manufacture their ice cream there, and they distribute all their waste products, or ice cream waste products, to the local pig farmers. And the pigs love all the flavors except for mint Oreo. Don't know why. So welcome. The most wonderful of all things in life is the discovery of another human being with whom one's relationship has a growing depth, beauty, and joy as the years increase. This inner progressiveness of love between 2 human beings is a most marvelous thing. It cannot be found by looking for it or by passionately wishing for it. It's a sort of divine accident and the most wonderful of all things in life. Many people will give you advice about marriage. And this is a nice reading that I found that might help you along. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. The little things are the big things. It is never too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. Has that been accomplished? It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with today. It should continue throughout all the years. It is having mutual senses of values and common objectives. It is standing together, facing the world, forming a circle of love that gathers in your whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting Paul Andrew to wear a halo or Orlando to have the wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. And I think we've all witnessed that they do have a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the Spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful, establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one. Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath from this moment on. I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to spend my life with you. I can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing that I wouldn't give from this moment on. You're the reason I believe in love, and you're the answer to my prayers from up above. All we need is just the two of us. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give. From this moment, I will love you as long as I live. From this moment on.
There's a Chinese proverb that says married couples who love each other tell each other 1,000 things without talking. Martin Luther said, there is no more lovely, friendly, and charming relationship, communion, or company than a good marriage. Germaine Greer, successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. The philosopher Homer, there is nothing nobler or more admirable than when two people who see eye to eye keep house, confounding their enemies and delighting their friends. Robert Frost, who spent a lot of time in Vermont, said, it's a funny thing that when a man hasn't anything on earth to worry about, he goes off and gets married. Ben Franklin, of course, he had advice. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. words. A good husband is never the first to go to sleep at night or the last to wake in the morning, said de Balzac. Red Skelton, the comedian, said, all men make mistakes. Married men find out about them sooner. And Andre Moi says, a happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short. We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Orlando and PA. It has been said that marriage is falling in love over and over again with the same person. The ideals of love and home and family are as universal as time itself, and the desire to spend a lifetime with the one we love, that is the very core of what makes us human beings. The promise to love another person openly and trustingly, without limits or preconditions for a lifetime, is perhaps the greatest thing two people will ever do. It is a promise that you have made over and over again in the privacy of your hearts, and that the person you love will be well cared for. Orlando and PA, may the promises you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so that all that you now share will only deepen and grow through the years, and may they lead you through a lifetime of happiness. I'm going to ask you a few simple questions. I just ask that you say, I promise. Do you promise to be lifelong partners? From this day forward, do you promise to laugh with one another in times of joy and comfort each other in times of sorrow? Do you promise to share in each other's dreams and support each other as you strive to achieve your goals? Do you promise to give each other the best of yourselves while accepting one another's individuality? Do you promise to respect each other's interests, desires, and needs, and promise to offer each other trust and respect? Do you promise to love one another faithfully through good times and bad, giving all that you are completely and forever? You have the rings? Although you each wear only one of them, these rings essentially belong to you both, for they are a symbol of love you share and the promise that it will be strong and a lasting love. Throughout the years, they will speak softly of your vow to grow along with one another, to face the challenges of life, to remain one another's first priority, and keep your relationship rich and full. They will give you strength and comfort in times of uncertainty and heighten life's joys as you share them. Never again do you walk alone, for your love will always be with you. Orlando, there are certain things that you can do to ensure that PA and you live a long and happy life together. Do you promise to always remember the great gift that you and PA are to each other? Do you promise to be a caring and loving partner? And do you take PA to be your husband? Place the ring on his finger and repeat after me. This ring is a symbol of my unending love. You have been the love of my life, my inspiration, my partner. Orlando, there are certain things that you can do to help to ensure that you and Orlando live a long and happy life together. Do you promise to always remember the great gift that you and Orlando are to one another? And to always maintain the inner connection that your souls have? Do you promise to be a caring and loving partner? And do you take Orlando to be your husband? We now place the ring on his finger and repeat after me. This ring is a symbol of my unending love for you. You are my partner in life, who enhances my accomplishments and helps realize my dreams. Forever caring, forever sharing. seal your vows with a kiss? And now for the Apache marriage blessing. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be the shelter for each other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be the warmth for the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter into the days of your life together, and may your days be good and long on the earth. By the power vested in me in the great state of Vermont, I pronounce you married.
You did it!
I guess you're on your own to walk out.
All of your help.
Mom, you're great. I'm calling you.
I brought some.
Oh,